Hello, gamers! Today, I'm going to introduce the game Ice Climber is a platform game developed and published by Nintendo. It was released in 1985 for both the Arcade vs. System and the Famicom/Nintendo Entertainment System console. The characters Popo and Nana, collectively known as the Ice Climbers, scale 32 vertically scrolling, ice-covered mountains to recover stolen vegetables from a giant condor. In some European countries, Ice Climber was bundled with the Nintendo Entertainment System. Nana and Popo are playable characters in the Super Smash Bros. Series, starting with the 2001 game Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. Nintendo released the NES version for the Game Boy Advance through the Nintendo e-reader in 2002. The first player controls Popo, a boy wearing a blue parka, while the second player controls Nana, a girl wearing a pink one. The only tool they carry is a wooden mallet to carve openings in the ice above and to club enemies. Each mountain level consists of 8 layers of colorful ice and a bonus stage. Standard, dull ice blocks pose no threat other than an easily disposed of barrier and platform. Square ice blocks with higher detail are indestructible, forcing the player to take another path. Hatched ice acts as a conveyor belt sliding Popo or Nana either left or right. Finally, many mountains include unbreakable moving platforms resembling clouds. The bonus stage takes place at the peak. Within a 40-second time limit and no enemies, the ice climbers often face trickier jumps and multiple moving platforms. The peak is also the only place to recover stolen vegetables, most notably eggplants. Collecting just one piece of corn from the 5th bonus stage is the only way to gain an extra life. At the top of the peak, the condor flies overhead. Enemies encountered on the way up the mountains include the topi, nitpicker, and white bear. Topis come in 2 varieties, the blue seal featured in the Japanese Famicom Ice Climber release, and the short yeti-like creatures seen in Western versions, and versus Ice Climber. Topis have the ability to fill in holes in the floor with ice. To do this, a topi scouts out an opening in the floor, runs back to its cave, and re-emerges pushing an icicle to fill in 2 blocks. This process repeats until no more openings on their layer of ice exist. The nitpicker is a small, mountain-dwelling bird that swoops down from icy caves on the level's edges. Unlike the topi, which is confined to one floor of the mountain, nitpickers can cross over multiple ice layers. Taking them into account along with moving platforms and sliding ice, timing jumps can be more difficult. The final enemy is the white bear. This enemy, wearing sunglasses and pink speedo, appears on screen only when Popo and Nana take too long to advance. Pounding the ice, the polar bear forces the screen to move up. If Nana or Popo are forced off the screen, the player loses a life. Other obstacles include deadly falling icicles. These can form on the bottom of any type of platform. After a few successful mountains climbed, all enemy speeds increase. After the bonus stage, the player's scores are tallied. Points are rewarded for every brick of ice destroyed, every topi-pushed icicle smashed, every nitpicker killed, and every vegetable collected. Finally, a bonus score is rewarded if a player manages to climb to the top of the bonus stage and jump up and grab the condor. The game keeps track of the high score, although there is no way to save it on the NES version. The game can be played in 1 or 2-player mode. The latter places Popo and Nana against each other in a race to the summit. Players may prefer to play cooperatively on the way up, but during the bonus round, they must compete for the top. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.